Hey everybody, let's take a look at the next new quest that was added to the SAO collab. It features Death Gun, and I feel like this was a pretty straightforward quest. This was actually my first run at it, and it worked out, so I'm just gonna upload it as is. Bringing bounce types is the best because, as you can see, there are pierce obstructors on top, and those pierce obstructors are probably going to be your biggest targets for this quest, because they do fire off this firework like shot, as you can see here. And if you noticed earlier, there is a scorpion there. That scorpion has two skulls on it, and what it does is it will defense down all the monsters, but it will also attack up all the monsters. So I feel like the correct path is to not destroy the scorpion here. You want to keep it alive. Because there's just so many, I wouldn't say so many, but there's enough enemies where if they're all powered up that it can overwhelm you fairly quickly, and in addition it would also attack up the boss. Now they are defense down, so there is that double-edged sword, but I feel like it was better to keep them alive. So I picked a party that has a somewhat restrained bump combo, so both No have the double vertical laser as well as a meteor, but at least it should produce damage but not have a lot of hit count, so that the scorpion doesn't die. Of course, Mana is just OP, so I wanted to bring her along on the first run, and luckily it worked out pretty nicely. And Naomasa, I don't remember what kind of bump combo he had, but he was on the top of my fire max luck list, so I brought him anyway. But yeah, I would say keep that scorpion alive, and then you can just focus on the boss otherwise. And also don't forget that the boss here, Death Gun, he does have a robot and samurai slayer on him, so you actually might want to avoid that. Maybe it won't be that big of a deal, but I mean, extra damage is never a good thing, right? But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward quest. And of course, I guess the biggest thing to keep in mind is if you do leave those bounce obstructors alive, they naturally surround that scorpion, and because that firework attack does have a lot of hit counts to it, that scorpion won't stay alive for that long if you leave them out. So do focus on those pierce obstructors as soon as possible if your goal is to keep the scorpion alive. Again, I don't know if that's the optimal strategy, but after doing my single run on this quest, that's what I felt like made the most sense. Okay, so boss time. Again, you see the bounce obstructors on the top right, so let's try and find a way to get rid of them. Now, I saw that opportunity to pinch the weak point and the mech birds, so I tried to take it. And as you can see, there's only one more turn left before that scorpion gets taken down by those pierce obstructors. So make your decision quick if you do want to leave them alive or not. And afterwards, it's straightforward. So it's another nice easy quest. So for those of you who do want to max luck him, it probably isn't too bad. I'm not sure if 4 max lucks is gonna be tough or not, but yeah, it's a fun little quest. Now, unfortunately, that scorpion doesn't have much life left into him, so he'll probably be taken out fairly soon. Okay, never mind. Taking out the boss is good enough. Alright, as you can see, the pierce obstructors on the bottom this time, as well as the scorpion, so let's try and take him out. Unfortunately, got the pinch in there, so took out half of that scorpion's HP in one shot. And I think I accidentally, pinched again on the right side, so this is what happens. Attack up on all of the enemies, but defense down as the trade-off. So you'll be able to take them down slightly easier, but they will be able to pack a little bit more punch than usual. And so now it's a little bit of a race against time, because now you need to output enough attack before Death Guns takes you out. Now that scatter, bullet attack that he has can be quite dangerous if you're in that output area. It's near where his gun is, which makes sense. But you do need to be careful, because they all first bounce off of the wall first and then spread out. So if you happen to be there, you can take a lot of damage that way. And it looks like the hitbox for Death Gun is a little bit off. It seems like you shouldn't take into the horse part into account almost. He has a lot of empty space where his picture is, so do be careful. As you saw, that weak point is right up against his leg on the bottom of the horse rather than the bottom of the image, so do be careful about that. And unfortunately, yeah, see, I still gauged his hitbox incorrectly, so no-no's a little bit on that side. And of course with Mana Strike Shot, you should be fine. And that should do it. Because Naomasa Strike Shot is a bash strike shot. And on the weak point. Easy stuff. Congratulations. And there you go. If you are interested in max lucking him, it honestly doesn't seem that bad. Let's see, what does game with rank his character? 7.5, so it seems decent. He does have a invincibility strike shot after 25 turns, so it may be interesting, but the fact that he only has gravity barrier on the gauge is a little bit but it is a double killer, so. Alright, that's it for this quest. Now I haven't uploaded any of the previous quests because didn't seem too necessary, but if you want to, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to record something and upload it, but unless otherwise requested, that's it for the collab probably. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.